Increasing your weightlifting capacity from light to heavy weights is a journey that requires careful planning, discipline, and attention to both physical and mental conditioning. The first step is understanding the importance of proper form. Lifting heavy weights without mastering the correct technique increases the risk of injury and slows progress. Before increasing weight, ensure you can perform each exercise with full control, maintaining proper posture, alignment, and range of motion. For example, in a squat, your back should remain straight, knees should track over your toes, and your depth should allow your thighs to be parallel to the floor. Practicing with lighter weights allows your muscles, joints, and nervous system to adapt safely. Once proper form is established, gradual progression is key. This principle, often referred to as progressive overload, involves slowly increasing the weight you lift to challenge your muscles and stimulate growth. Start by identifying your current lifting capacity. For compound movements like bench press, deadlift, or squat, begin with weights that allow 8 to 12 repetitions per set without compromising form. Once you can comfortably perform the upper range of reps for multiple sets, increase the weight by a small increment, typically 2.5% to 10% depending on the exercise and your experience level. Avoid jumping to heavier weights too quickly, as this can lead to strains or improper execution. In addition to progressive overload, consistency in training frequency is essential. A typical program involves training each major muscle group 2 to 3 times per week, allowing sufficient recovery time between sessions. Recovery is crucial because muscles grow and strengthen during rest, not while lifting. Adequate sleep, nutrition, and hydration all contribute to effective recovery and help prevent overtraining, which can stall progress and increase the risk of injury. Incorporate both compound and isolation exercises into your routine. Compound movements, such as squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and rows, recruit multiple muscle groups and allow you to lift heavier weights safely. Isolation exercises, like bicep curls or tricep extensions, target specific muscles to correct imbalances and build supporting strength. A proper warm-up is often underestimated but is vital for lifting heavier weights safely. Begin with 5 to 10 minutes of light cardio to increase blood flow, followed by dynamic stretches and mobility exercises. Then, perform warm-up sets using lighter weights, gradually approaching your working weight. For example, if your target bench press weight is 100 kilograms, you might perform a set of 50 kilograms for 10 reps, then 70 kilograms for 8 reps before attempting your working set. This primes your muscles, joints, and nervous system, reducing injury risk and improving performance. Nutrition also plays a critical role in your ability to lift heavier weights. Your body needs sufficient protein for muscle repair, carbohydrates for energy, and healthy fats for hormone production. Aim for a balanced diet with a slight caloric surplus if your goal is to gain strength and muscle mass. Supplements like protein powders, creatine, and branched-chain amino acids can support your progress but should complement, not replace, whole foods. Tracking progress is another important factor. Maintain a training log that records the weight lifted, reps completed, and how you felt during each session. This allows you to identify plateaus, adjust intensity, and celebrate improvements. Listening to your body is equally important. If you experience persistent pain, fatigue, or discomfort, it may indicate the need for a lighter session or additional recovery. Mental focus is often overlooked but can significantly impact your performance. Approach each lift with intention, visualizing proper form and a successful lift. Confidence, patience, and a positive mindset help overcome mental barriers and improve lifting efficiency. Avoid comparing your progress to others. Focus on gradual improvement, small increments, and long-term consistency. In summary, increasing from light to heavy lifting is a systematic process that combines proper technique, progressive overload, consistent training, adequate recovery, balanced nutrition, warm-ups, tracking, and mental focus. By following these principles, you can safely and effectively enhance your strength, build muscle, and reduce the risk of injury, creating a sustainable path to lifting heavier weights over time. Continuing on the path from light to heavy lifting, it is important to integrate periodization into your training. Periodization is a structured approach that cycles through different phases of intensity, volume, and exercise selection to optimize gains and prevent plateaus. For beginners and intermediate lifters, a simple model involves alternating between phases of higher repetitions with lighter weights and phases of lower repetitions with heavier weights. For instance, you might spend 4 to 6 weeks performing sets of 10 to 12 reps with lighter weights to build endurance and perfect form, then shift to 4 to 6 weeks of sets with 4 to 6 reps using heavier weights to maximize strength development. This variation prevents your muscles and nervous system from adapting too quickly, which can stagnate progress. Another key element is focusing on muscle activation. Before attempting heavier lifts, ensure that the target muscles are fully engaged during lighter practice sets. Techniques such as slow eccentric movements, lowering the weight slowly, can enhance muscle recruitment and control. For example, during a bicep curl, lowering the dumbbell over 3 to 4 seconds engages the muscle more deeply than a fast, uncontrolled descent. Similarly, maintaining tension throughout the lift, rather than allowing momentum to carry the weight, ensures the correct muscles are working and reduces the risk of injury. Core strength is often overlooked when progressing to heavy weights. A strong core stabilizes your body during compound movements and protects your spine. Include exercises such as planks, hanging leg raises, Russian twists, and weighted carries. A stable core allows for more efficient force transfer, enabling you to lift heavier loads with better control. Additionally, strengthening the posterior chain, the muscles along your back, glutes, and hamstrings, is essential for safe progression in lifts like deadlifts and squats. Neglecting these muscles can lead to imbalances, poor form, and potential injury. Proper breathing technique is also vital when lifting heavier weights. Using the Valsalva maneuver, taking a deep breath and bracing your core before lifting, provides intra-abdominal pressure that stabilizes your spine. Exhaling during the exertion phase helps maintain control and can increase power. For example, during a bench press, inhale deeply while lowering the bar and exhale while pressing it back up. This controlled breathing enhances performance and safety as weights increase. As you advance, it becomes crucial to address weak points. No one's muscles develop evenly, and neglecting weaker areas can limit your ability to lift heavier overall. For instance, if your triceps are limiting your bench press, incorporating focused tricep exercises such as skull crushers or dips can improve your lockout strength. Similarly, if your hamstrings lag behind in squats, Romanian deadlifts or leg curls can help balance your development. Correcting these weaknesses ensures smooth, progressive gains in heavier lifting. Recovery strategies should evolve as you lift heavier. Active recovery techniques like foam rolling, stretching, and light cardio on off days help reduce soreness and improve circulation. Periodic deload weeks, where you reduce the intensity or volume of your lifts, allow your muscles and nervous system to recover fully. These weeks are not a step back but a strategic pause to maximize long-term strength gains. Consistency and patience are non-negotiable. Heavy lifting is not achieved overnight, it requires weeks and months of disciplined training. Celebrate small milestones, like increasing your squat by 5 to 10 kg or performing an extra representative at a challenging weight. These incremental improvements compound over time, resulting in significant strength gains. Avoid comparing your progress to others. Everyone adapts at a different rate depending on genetics, experience, and lifestyle factors. Finally, mental resilience is critical. Heavy lifting challenges not only your body but also your mind. Overcoming fear of heavier weights, staying focused during tough sets, and pushing past perceived limits require mental toughness. Visualization, positive self-talk, and setting clear, achievable goals help maintain motivation and confidence. By cultivating a strong mental approach alongside physical preparation, you can continue to progress safely and effectively from light to heavy lifting. By integrating these advanced strategies, periodization, muscle activation, core stability, breathing technique, addressing weak points, recovery, consistency, and mental resilience, you create a comprehensive system that allows for steady and sustainable progression. The journey from light to heavy lifting is as much about discipline, planning, and awareness as it is about raw strength. Following these principles ensures that each increment in weight is supported by proper form, adequate recovery, and a strong foundation, reducing injury risk while maximizing gains.